Hey y'all, hello there, Muffin here. Today we'll be doing Nancy Drew and the Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. This one is one of my sister's favourites. I'm very happy to check it out for her. Okay.
Welcome to my latest case, Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. To start playing, choose either Junior or Senior Detective.
Okay.
If you're new to adventure games or need some help, choose Tutorial. Dear Ned, remember Sally McDonald, the woman who took those photos that Dad has up in his office? Well, she just bought a house in Moon Lake, Pennsylvania. A gangster named Mickey Malone built it back in the 20s as his country getaway. We're talking major fixer-upper. Anyway, last night Sally called and she said she desperately needed my detective skills. She refused to say why over the phone. Naturally, I said I'd drive to Moon Lake immediately. But weird things started happening the moment I pulled up. First, this big tree fell down behind my car and has me totally blocked in. And then I discovered that Sally's gone. She left a note that suggested something terrible happens here at night. She's supposed to call me from her car. So here I sit, writing to you while I wait for the phone to ring. It's nighttime, and although part of me is dying to know what frightened Sally away, another part of me is starting to feel a little uneasy. I'll let you know what happens.
I'm ready.
Ever yours, Nancy.
Okay. I'm going to do one slight modification that I forgot to do. Oh. I'm just going to move my model over just a tad so you can see the writing. There we go. Perfecto. Oh, cool. Okay, so we have a nice old looking building with some beautiful wallpaper art. Okay, we're facing this way, so we'll start here. Ooh. Phone call, ring a ding ding.
Hello?
Nancy, hi, it's Sally. We have to talk fast because I'm in my car and my cell phone's running low, so we might get cut off. But did you see my note?
Yes, are you all right?
No, I feel awful bailing on you like that. You must think I'm such a flake.
I'm just worried about you. What's wrong?
I couldn't stand the thought of spending another night there. I knew you were on your way, but it didn't help. I just got too scared.
Make it sound like the house is haunted.
You make it sound like the house is haunted or something.
Not the house, the woods. Just wait until it gets dark. Then you'll see. What am I saying? Nancy, you shouldn't be there by yourself either. Why don't you just go get in your car and go home? Or drive to Philadelphia. My aunt's got plenty of room.
No way.
No way. You've got me so curious, I wouldn't leave even if I could.
What do you mean?
Tree. I want to be slightly sassy.
Let me put it this way. Unless someone who just happens to have a chainsaw just happens to come by, my car's not going anywhere.
Oh, the dead maple beside the driveway. Oh, they told me it was in danger of falling over when I had the place inspected. I just never got around to doing anything about it. Listen, call M's Emporium. That's a store on the lake. Emily knows everybody. She'll know who to call if she decides to answer her phone.
Well, yeah, it would be closed if it's late.
It's late. Won't the store be closed?
Where's my brain? Okay, look. I just bought a little outboard motorboat. I haven't used it yet, but the guy who put it in for me said it should run just fine. It's tied up at the dock out front. Just get in it and go. Go anywhere. Just get away from the house.
It's pitch black. It's probably not a good idea just to be floating in a boat.
I can't just take off in your boat. It's pitch black outside.
Then listen to me. Go around the house and lock all the doors and windows. Do that right now.
No, there aren't any locks.
There aren't any locks on the doors and windows. What are you so afraid of?
The dog. Those dogs. out of nowhere. They're outside howling and snarling. Teeth and claws. Horrible.
Dogs? Hello? Did you say dogs? Hello?
Okay.
What is that?
We're just having some doggo issues. Check out squeaking mice. Okay, I'm just going to do some exploring before I investigate that noise.
Leaves that appear on a fresh spring tree make my birth different from the other three. When swans drift by on shimmering blue, I'm the one who plays in the summer dew. When autumn's call brings out the deer, it is I who howls on mornings clear. And when winter comes and birds take flight, look to me to sleep through the long gray night.
What's this? Get dead tree cut down. Oh, and we have some lovely plastic looking bananas. Ooh, water bottle. Or stay hydrated. Torch. Oh, forest trails. Harry, thought you could use this map to the cemetery. You'll find lots of bait along the way, especially at night. The cemetery's real hard to find. I get lost a bunch of times. Happy fishing, George. Oh, and this note said, get well water tested ASAP. Got some gloves. Some glasses. Nancy, I'm really sorry, but I just couldn't face another night here. I'm going to go to my aunt in Philadelphia. Door is open. Make yourself at home. We'll call you from my car. Sally. My cell phone number is 215-255-5389. PPS. Please don't hate me. She got a load of bleach as well. Anything in these cupboards? No? There's an antique fridge. An oven. Oh, we've got a clock. Some doggos and some pictures. Okay. Open this cupboard first. Oh, we have Vitus, Iggy, Lucy, and Xander. All twist.
It's stuck. I need some sandpaper.
All but one twist.
Rotten floorboards. Watch your...
Having Nancy fall to her death. Check out that noise.
The moon's so bright, I won't need my flashlight. Something's out there.
Now look what you've done. That was a Strixvaria. At least I think it was. Never know for sure now, will I?
Who are you?
My name's Red Knot. And if you've got a volume knob, I'd appreciate your taking it down a notch before you scare away everything from here to Lancaster.
I'm Nancy. What are all those noises?
I'm Nancy Drew. What were all those noises out here just now?
That was me, Miss Nancy Drew, calling in birds. And doing a pretty good job of it, too, till you showed up. Where'd you come from, anyway?
I came from River
I drove in
Heights.
today from River Heights to visit my friend Sally McDonald.
Now, why would you want to do a thing like that? The Malone house is no place for one young woman, let alone two.
What do you know about Sally?
What do you know about the woman living here?
I talked to her a couple of times. But you know, the last time I saw her, she wasn't doing so good. She acted real anxious, scared.
What was scaring
What do you think was scaring her?
The dogs. The dogs of Mickey Malone. Legend goes that when Malone was finally arrested and hauled away, his 4 dogs went running off into the woods and were never seen again. People would just hear them, howling like their hearts were broken every night until one by one, they all died and went silent. But every time someone tries living in the Malone house, back they come.
Maybe they just want new owners. Maybe they just want more pets. What do they do?
What do the dogs do?
Every night, ever since she moved in, you could hear them howling. And some nights the dogs would appear outside the house, running around, snarling and barking and throwing themselves at the doors and windows. And then they'd be gone. They're buried in the cemetery just beyond the house, you know. Them and Malone both.
Did they ever attack Sally?
Did they ever attack Sally?
She never gave them the chance. After the first attack, she stopped going out at night. Just locked the doors when it got dark and sat tight until morning.
Why haven't the police investigated?
This isn't New York City, Miss Nancy Drew. All they got around here is one officious little park ranger. And all Jeff Akers does is sit around all day trying to figure out how he can get himself transferred out of here to a bigger park.
Do you live nearby?
Do you live
You my
close
neighbor?
by?
I just come to Moon Lake in the spring to look for birds. Got an observation platform just up the path, kind of my base camp, and I've got a little outboard down there on the lake. Left my car at the big dock up lake. Don't really need it.
Doggos.
Are those the ghost dogs?
Yes,
Oh, hey,
ma'am.
Blue. What's up?
Which
How
is
you
why
doing?
I think it would be a good idea if I went my merry way and you got yourself back inside that house.
One more thing. The water in Sally's well needs to be tested. How do I do that?
Get a sampling kit from Jeff Akers. Ranger station's on the east side of the lake. Good luck, Miss Nancy Drew.
Oh, thanks for the heads up, Blue. Oh. Hold on, which one is my sound for this? I don't actually know. There. There. Okay, try that out. How's that sounding? Oh, one tap. Boom. Yep. Awesome. Thanks for the heads up. Okay, I'm gonna explore outside just a tad before. Right, so this is the outboard motor.
It's not safe to take the boat out at night.
I can check it out. Okay, we'll go check out the observation platform. Straight up a tree, let's go.
This must be Red's observation platform.
Okay, man straight up vanished. Chill. Can we... Okay, no, nothing to click. Okay, we'll go right this way instead of back in the house. Cool. We have a shed. What's down here? I'm just gassing Nancy out. All good.
A face only a gnome could love.
Oh, we've got an eye. Oh, got a pretty little key. Some boots. Okay.
It's
Ooh.
locked.
You got a key?
Oh, the key broke off. There's got to be
Naturally.
another way to get this open. I gotta have some torque.
Okay, so I need to look for like a screwdriver or something. Okay.
I'd better wait until daylight.
Okay. Okay, that's the tree that's blocked us in, so we can't leave. Ever. Our house now. You got a compass? A locked cellar door? A load of trash? Ooh. I'll wait till daytime to explore the woods. Doggos! Bang! I think the doggo's gonna come in.
This is not good.
I want some ghost doggos. Let's get them. I want that one. This one's my fave. Doggos, where'd you go? Come back! I'll let you in the house. This is not my house. Oh. Okay. Make it daytime and go explore them woods. AM, please. Ooh, nice blue lake. Oh, got some more wood. We're gonna get nice and woody.
I better be careful.
We're gonna map. Okay, I guess we can go explore to see if there's anything on all the dead ends as well. Yeah. This way first. We got a shoe. Someone clearly did not run fast enough, or they just Cinderella'd their way out of this woods. Ooh, got a log. A rock. Okay, so we're here right now by this upturned log. Cool, cool. Oh, we got a bird! I would totally get lost in these woods in real life. Okay, that's the shoe, so I need this turning. Fallen tree. Okie Medoki. red pigeon. Oh, we got a blue one. We're definitely gonna have to catch those or something later. So we're here, more dead ends this way. Cool, cool. Oh, we didn't even get to see that bird. Or did I just miss it? Nah. Okay. Tree stump? Okay. Oh, another yellow one. Tree stump. Ah, cemetery. Okay, who can we spy on? We got Waldo Matthias. Ooh, something's gonna happen with that. We got all squares for some reason. We have Snooky. Goodness, Oma Pearl. Piff and Pap. Cedric, Cosmo, Cranky Boy. More wood. Stench. Stench as a royal. Marbles. We're so sorry to have lost you. Okay, that one was sweet. Ooh. We got Vitus, Xander, Lucy, and Iggy. So these are our ghost boys.
Looks like paw prints.
Ooh. Anything there? No reds? Okay. So they're trying to break into that tomb. Okay. Head back to the house. Let's see. No, that's the wrong turn. I can get us back out without checking. Yes, and then it should be the next right. Okie dokie. Okay. What else couldn't we check out? Check out. Let's know. Okie dokie, that did nothing at all. Ooh.
I need a bucket.
Oh, we got some more paw prints. Okay, this is my bucket now. Stolen.
The boat's full of water.
Ah, banger. Don't mind if I just steal this. Coolies,
The
coolies.
spark plug is missing.
We need a spark plug?
The spark plug is missing.
Okay.
I gotta have some torque.
Okay, plus, negative, a 0. Ikimadoki. So we'll have to figure out, find the spark plug and then figure those out. Torque. Ah, we can use this in the shed. We can crack open this box. Okay, what goodies have we got? Got a hammer and nails, perfecto. And a gas mask. Gonna get up to some fun stuff with this combo. Okay, is red at the observation deck in daytime? Nada. Okay, so we're by ourselves during the day. Good to know. Okay. I'm gonna call Sally, let her know we survived the night. Can I click? Okay, no. I'll type this in. 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 8, 9.
Hello?
Hey, Sally, it's Nancy.
Nancy, did you see them? Did you see the dogs?
Yes, I did, and I can
Yeah.
understand why you left. They were pretty frightening. But if it's okay with you, I'd really like to stay and get to the bottom
I
of
would get mad
whatever's
if there
going
was
on.
dogs at my house
That's
every
why
day.
you asked me here in the first place, right?
Yes, but Nancy, are you sure?
Positive. Consider Detective Drew officially on the case.
I wish I were even half the trooper you are, Nancy. I have such high hopes for that house. All the beauty there, the wildlife, all the pictures I was going to take. It would break my heart to have to give it up.
Oh. Oh, 1 second, sorry. Had one of those lovely Lenovo recommendation updates. Let's get rid of that. Tell me
I
everything you
need you
can.
to tell me everything you can about those dogs.
They're black and they have yellow glowing eyes and they don't like me one bit.
When's the first time you saw them?
Well, let's see. I heard them the very first night I was here. I heard them almost every night howling in the distance, but I didn't actually see them until I'd been here about a week. After that, they started appearing pretty much every other night.
Okay. Okay, same time or
Did they always
varied?
come around the same time, or did it vary?
Actually, they always came around the same time. What are you getting at?
These attacks seem to involve a lot of choreography, which reinforces my theory that you're not being randomly attacked by a pack of wild dogs, but by dogs who've been trained by someone determined to scare you out of your house at Moon Lake.
Who would want to do that? My closest neighbor lives 2 miles away. My property is surrounded by the state park, but it's off-season, so hardly anybody is in the park. In fact, I bet I talked to a total of 3 people the whole 4 weeks I was at Moon Lake.
That's not a lot of people.
Which
Which
three
people?
people?
Let's see, the park ranger, I forget his name, kind of a pain in the neck. Emily Griffin, she's the one who owns that store I told you about. And I ran into this bird watcher a couple of times. Had a funny name.
Red Knot. I've run into him too.
Other than people I may have nodded hello to while getting gas or something, I swear those are the only people I've talked to at Moon Lake.
Okay, so we've got to find all those. They'll be our suspects. Anything I should do?
Since I'm going to be staying here a while, is there anything I should know about the place?
Well, let's see. I've got the water turned off because it's well water and it needs to be tested before I can use it for anything. In fact, if you could get that testing done for me, I'd really appreciate it. Oh, and watch where you walk in the living room. Some of the floorboards are so rotten you could fall right through. And I keep
Already
hearing
done that.
faint squeaks and rustling type noises coming from below the floor. I hope you're not scared of mice.
Need a
Your
spark plug.
outboard motorboat is missing a spark plug. Is there one around here by any chance?
I wouldn't know a spark plug if I swallowed one whole. But you need
I
that
hope
boat,
you wouldn't
Nancy.
swallow one.
Right now, it's your
Damn.
lifeline. You can't use your car, and believe me, you can't walk anywhere because all the paths around the house end in this thick, horrible brush. You've got to get it fixed. Wait a minute. The bird watcher, he's got a boat. Maybe you could borrow his spark plug or something. Go down the path that's to the right as you look out toward the lake from the house, and you'll eventually see his observation platform. Try him at night. He never seems to be around during the day.
Okay, so he should be able to fix this up.
I could really use some sandpaper. Do you have any stashed away somewhere?
Sure don't. Try M's Emporium. That's on the west side of the lake. And brace yourself if you haven't been there yet. The place is something else.
Ooh.
How well do you know the owner?
Wonder what
I feel
that's
like
like.
I've known her all my life. She's so open and friendly. She likes to make it sound as if Moon Lake used to be a major hangout for criminals and degenerates, which isn't really true and irks some people around here no end. But I figure she's just trying to make a buck.
I mean, fair enough. How do I get the water
go
tested?
about getting your water tested?
Try the ranger station on the east side of the lake. I've been told you can get some kind of kit there.
And what about the ranger?
Why did you characterize the park ranger as a pain in the neck?
I left part of a ham sandwich on a picnic table once. Big mistake. From the way he carried on, you'd think I just made the FBI's 10 most wanted list. I don't think he likes me. Emily says it's because I wrecked his dream of becoming super ranger or something when I bought the Malone house instead of the parks department. Me, I think he just basically has a problem relating to people unless they're asking questions or breaking the law.
Don't really care about the tool shed.
The wall hanging in the living room with a poem on it, and those dog carvings in that cabinet above the sofa. What can you tell me about them?
Aren't they cool? They came with the place. Sold the clock. Apparently, Malone had them custom made when he built the house. In fact, they're all built into the house. They're still there because you can't move them.
So much for refurbishing them if you have a plan on it. Well, take out the house then.
Has the clock ever worked?
Not for me. Oh, but get this. One day, I was messing with the hands. You know, trying to get them to work. And all of a sudden, one of the 4 little doors flew open, and instead of a cuckoo, this dog popped out and barked 3 times. It's a doggy clock. That Malone, bad as he was, he sure loved those dogs.
I want to get the dog to pop in. Wait, where's the...
Are you aware that you're the proud owner of your very own cemetery?
Yes. When the realtor told me there was a cemetery on the property, I went, ugh. But when I saw how far from the house it was and how small it was, I decided
honestly,
I could
draw
live with
point
it.
to buy the
As it were.
place. Like, yes, it's a tad creepy, but imagine just being able to, like, oh, I just bought myself a new place. I have my own cemetery. This is...
Do you
This
know
is
Malone
next
is
level. It's
really
like, cool.
buried there?
The realtor said the cemetery was just a sham, that there's nothing under those tombstones but dirt. But he may have just been saying that so I'd buy the place. The only way to know for sure whether or not Malone is there is to start digging, and I'm certainly not going to do that.
Fair enough. Alright.
Where'd all
Just to
that
clear
stuff
off the
in your
table.
tool shed come from?
It's just junk left behind by previous owners. Came with the house. I've been meaning to take inventory and start pitching stuff, but I didn't. If they ever make procrastination a crime, I'm done for.
Talk to you later.
Thanks again, Nancy.
Okay. So if we gotta talk to Red before we can go do anything, make it nighttime again. Hopefully you can hook us straight up with that spark plug. But no one Nancy game. It's gonna send us on a fetch quest first.
Well, it's Miss Nancy Drew.
Sassy.
Does that mean you'd like me to call you Mr. Red Knot?
All right then. Hello, Nancy. Now put a muffler on it, would ya? I just heard a cerulean warbler.
Okay.
Did you say last night that you have an outboard motorboat?
Sure do. Only type of motorized vehicle that's allowed on Moon Lake. Heck, if it were up to me, I'd ban them too. Have everybody get around by canoe. Nothing like the threat of physical activity to keep tourists away.
Damn, he really doesn't like tourists, does he?
Why don't you like tourists?
I came to see birds, not people. The more people there are in a forest, the fewer birds there are. It's a fact of life. Reason I like to come here is because nobody else does. It's perfect. Not a decent grocery store, restaurant, or motel for miles.
That's what some people want. Maybe they just want to go camping. Switch off for the weekend.
You don't happen to have any spare spark plugs lying around, do you?
What's a pretty young lady like you know about spark plugs?
Why can't a pretty young lady know about some spark plugs? You got them in everything. They're in cars as well.
Enough to know that the engine on Sally's boat is missing one, and that I'm going to be stuck here unless and until I replace it.
I might be able to help you out. After all, I was a Boy Scout. Be prepared.
Nah. Can I buy one?
You mean you have a spark plug I could buy?
Well, just so happens I've got 2 spark plugs right here in my pocket. Question is, if I give you one, what do I get for it? I don't need cash, but maybe you could take a few pictures for me. Know how to use a digital camera?
Yeah. What photos do you want?
What would
Is
you
this
like
gonna
me
be
to
something
take
creepy?
pictures of?
Birds, of course. There's a couple of birds I'm supposed to take pictures of for PEPSOB. That's People for the Preservation and Study of Birds. You can recognize them by their songs, which are on this tape, which you can play on my cassette player, which you're gonna have to get from M's Emporium as soon as you get your boat fixed. Think you can handle that?
Yeah. Can do. We found those birds in the forest already, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Sounds good.
Here's everything you'll need. M's Emporium is up lake on the west side. Not that I'm trying to get you out of my hair or anything, but try not to come pestering me till you're done, okay? One more thing. You smoke?
Hell yeah.
Only when I'm on fire.
Oh, you're a spunky one, aren't you? Well, these woods may not look it, but they're tinder dry. One lit match, and the best bird habitat on the East Coast will go up in smoke. So watch what you do. Because if anything like that happens, I won't be looking for birds anymore. I'll be looking for you. Watch yourself out there.
You know, at this point in time, no smoking, but I'm melting in the heat, the summer heat over here. I think where I was, it hit a max of 39 today, but apparently it felt like 48 from the humidity. I wanted to pass out. Okay, if we can't go on the lake until it's daytime, we'll reset it and then we'll sort the bird out. But I'm like complaining about the heat most days at the moment, but I'm like, even I've got to admit, my kids at work, they have it so much worse. Like, I remember I left the teacher's room the other day, and I looked out the window, and these kids were doing laps around like the field outside in like 38-degree heat, and they're just doing laps. Oh, I'm surprised none of them have just died yet. That's insane. Or like thrown a protest. Okay, we've got plus. Okay. Should be able to do this. Oh. This is a plus. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna guess plus is the tightest. 0 is probably actually this dot. Okay, we'll give this bad boy a whirl. Sounds a bit funny, but okay. Wait, I didn't click anywhere. Girl sleuth dies in an outboard motorboat explosion on Moon Lake. I blew our asses up. Okay.
Something must be very wrong with this engine.
Okay, maybe this is the opposite way then. Ah, there we go. Okay. Check out the Emporium first. Put that sandpaper and the tape recorder. cute. It's like on a little pier. Ooh. Let's check this place out first. Nice big chest freezer. Oh, that's the way in. Live bait. 5 for $4. Okay, we've got some good old worms. Is that it? Aw, we're gonna look at the worms. Okay.
Hey there!
We
Welcome
can
to
only
Em's
interact with the
Emporium.
worms.
I'm Emily Griffin.
I'll do this one. You need to
I'm
help me
Nancy
out,
Drew.
please.
Sally McDonald said you might be able to help me.
I like helping people. Of course, I like selling them stuff even better. But keep talking.
I'm
I'm
in
visiting
town
the Malone
visiting her.
house.
You know, out at the old Malone place.
Now, what's she doing inviting guests out to that old dump?
Damn. Not hiding her opinions of the house, is she? The dog
As it turns out, I'm there by myself. The dog scared her off.
I told her. I said, Sally, that old house is gonna be nothing but trouble. And sure enough, Malone's hounds have come back. Just when we all thought they were finally resting in peace.
When was the last time they rocked up?
When was the last time they appeared?
Seems like they show up every time somebody buys the place. So the last time would have been 10, 15 years ago.
Have you seen them?
Have you ever seen the dogs?
Nope. Don't want to, neither. Just hearing them howl's bad enough. Scares the bejeebies out of me.
I got the bejeebies scared out of me twice last night. Just before I saw the dogs, I caught a man named Red Knot prowling around outside the house.
The bird watcher. Comes in every so often to stock up on that weirdo food he eats. You know how them tree hugger types are.
Watching birds.
It seemed to me that he was more into watching birds than hugging trees.
Yeah, well, whatever. One thing's for sure, he's gonna wind up with a dose of buckshot in his hind end if he keeps tramping through people's yards making noises like he just popped out of a UFO.
Oh, we've got a fair bit. Okay. Start with the paw
These
prints.
so-called ghost dogs left very real paw prints. I saw some near the cemetery that's by the Malone house. Have you ever been there?
Can't say as I have. Poking around cemeteries ain't exactly a hobby with me.
Mr. Knott did me a favor, and in return he asked me to pick up a cassette player from you.
Oh yeah, I got it right here. Thought maybe the old coot had forgotten he left it here. What else can I do you for?
Ooh,
Does the name
this is the
Waldo
gravestone boy.
Matthias mean anything to you?
Can't say as it does.
Where do you find your...
Bless you. It's all the dust. Sometimes I think it grows on this stuff.
Some beautiful
Some of those
bottles.
old bottles are beautiful.
Bottles.
Where'd you get them?
Found 'em.
Some
See,
water bottles.
back in the days of Prohibition, that old Malone place used to be party central. Only way to get to and from back then was by boat. And when those boats dumped, on account of bad weather or bad driving or the feds suddenly showing up, well, everything from diamond necklaces to full bottles of illegal booze sank to the bottom of the lake.
So,
Yeah.
it's finders keepers, huh?
That's right. See, recovering objects from the lake bed is illegal. According to Squeaky Wheel Acres, dragging the lake for artifacts was upsetting its delicate eco-balance. So thanks mostly to his constant squawking, the state banned it.
Hi Maggie, how you going? How was your day yesterday? Squeaky Wheel Acres.
Squeaky Wheel Acres?
Jeff Akers, local park ranger. I keep telling him all this stuff washed up on shore. But does that snobby little stickler for rules believe me?
Sounds like you
Doesn't
aren't
no
real
one's fond
fond
of him,
Ranger
really.
Acres.
Jeff Akers could take all his precious rules and regulations and take a flying leap. Now, I got nothing against getting more customers in here, mind you. But I kind of like Moon Lake the way it is. Small, quiet, out of the way. But Jeff Akers, why, there's nothing he'd like better than to see all the lake and all the property around it turned into one big, noisy, jam-packed state park.
Why would he want that?
He's the type of guy who likes to boss people around, makes them feel important. So if the park got way bigger and was crawling with tourists, why, instead of giving out maybe 1 ticket for littering every 2 days, he'd be giving out 12 tickets every 2 hours. He'd be in heaven. Well, hey, I'm sure you got better things to do than getting your ear chewed off by yours truly.
You need to buy
I
something.
need to buy something.
You want it? I got it. As long as you pay cash, that is.
Cash the problem. Trade out? Oh, trade out's probably a good idea.
Right now, cash is kind of a problem for me. Do you think we could do some kind of trade out?
You scratch my back, I scratch yours, huh? Seeing as how you're a friend of Sally's, and seeing as how I got some things around here that could use doing, I guess we could work something out. What is it you need?
Oh, sandpaper.
Do you sell
Did you figure out the dog
sandpaper by any
statues?
chance?
I do, but Mr. Birdbrain was in last week and cleaned me out. Said he was tired of that observation platform of his giving him splinters in his hinter regions.
Think I could get some from him?
He's your only hope, but you better ask him for it quick. That deck of his is pretty big, and those squares I sold him are pretty small.
There's a large tree blocking Sally's driveway. Do you know of anyone who can come out and clear it away?
I'll get Tucker Davis to take care
Tucker
of
Davis.
it. Gotta warn you, though. Tucker tends to do things in his own sweet time.
I know lots of those people.
Guess I'll see you later.
Yodelay-hee-hoo!
Damn. Okay. Oh. PDA. Case notes. I heard HereInteractive.com is a great place to learn about the latest detective techniques. I mean, why not plug yourself in your own game? It's helpful. I'm bored making. Okay, so I need to ask Red. This is a very slow turn one. Okay. Before we go back, we'll check out the range station. Oh, Maggie, grab some stuff for some coffee. Nice. So you have a story. What's your story? Give me story time. Okay. Welcome to Moon Lake State Park. Steak Park? Damn, okay. Apparently I'm hungry. What's in the name? Moon Lake is an apt moniker for this crescent-shaped freshwater lake, one of Pennsylvania's best-kept secrets. The lake is home to various species of fish, including trout, carp, and freshwater bass. Fishing is permitted with a fishing license. Drop by the visitor center and say hi to our park ranger. The center provides all your needed information for a fun, enjoyable time at Moon Lake. So this is the Malone estate, the private property. Okie-dokie. Critters, white-tailed deer, chipmunks, cottontail rabbits, otters, and skunks are some of the more common animals in Moon Lake State Park. Please note, all wildlife can be dangerous. Never approach, harass, or even feed animals, even small ones. Birds. Common shorebirds include the great blue heron and the mallard. East Beach provides ample opportunities for bird watching. South area. This portion of the park is closed to visitors as several rare birds, such as the yellow-bellied flycatcher, are known to breed in this area of the lake. Okay. Sorry, my neighbour's car just started reversing and it sounded just like one of those like ticking time bomb noises about to go off. Jeez. Maggie, one sec. Maggie, so your mum and dad hired contractors to work on the bathroom for the shower. Plumber messed up your plumbing. Did he? Oh, has he like twisted it so when you turn the cold tap on, hot water shoots out and vice versa? Oh, what a muppet. Do you reckon they'll come out and fix it, like, for the mistake, or like they'll charge you for that rubbish? Oh, one second. Fishing regulations. To fish at Moon Lake, a person must be at least 16 years old. He or she must obtain a current license from a license issuing agent, like the friendly park ranger behind you. That's creepy. You just turn around and he's just stood there leaning over your shoulder, just like, yes. Sign it in ink and display it on an outer garment. Also, a person should carry positive proof of identification while fishing and be prepared to furnish it when asked. Okay. It is against the law to use more than 2 rods and or lines when fishing, and no more than 3 hooks may be affixed to any line. A hook with 2 or 3 points is considered 1 hook. Using nets or snagging hooks to catch fish is strictly prohibited. Also, the disposing of trash in the water or on the adjacent land is illegal. All persons on board any type of boat or kayak must wear a Coast Guard approved personal flotation device at all times. Show courtesy to other anglers and exercise safety at all times. Boating. The use of motors in excess of 18 horsepower is prohibited. All persons on board any type of boat or kayak shall wear a Coast Guard approved personal flotation device at all times. The mooring of boats to any dock, wharf, pier, shop or boat launch in a matter that interferes with public use or creates a hazard to swimmers or other watercraft is prohibited. Sailboats greater than 14 feet in length and multi-hull sailboats are prohibited. Inflatable boats must be greater than 7 feet in length, made of tough reinforced fabric, and have at least 2 separate buoyancy chambers exclusive of any inflatable floor or bottom. All boats must display a state park launch permit, which can be obtained from your local park ranger once your boat passes his or her inspection. That's nice. Hold on. Maggie, your story time. So only the hot ones working. They show up and no one tells me that I have to work at 11. Then he asks me what's the job. Dude, I'm just the door. I'm sorry, but people, it is. You just want to talk to me. I don't know what they want. I am not the client. Yeah, like obviously, if it's your parents that hired them, they obviously know exactly what they want to be done in the shower. Yeah. And no. Maybe they just want some extra of that cash, so they mess it up. I've known 1 or 2 mechanics that have done that. Was not impressed. They'll just find that, oh, you have this thing, we've had to replace it for you, so it's going to cost you this much. Just like, I didn't ask for that. You should have asked me first. I'm not paying you. Take it out. And they throw a fit, but that, I'm real snarky, so I just, I've showed a law book before, whereas if any work's been done on your car without your express permission, it's, you're not liable for the charges, essentially. It's not exactly that. It's along those lines. How they can't claim you for something that you've not requested. They've never been too impressed when they see that. But it sorted everything out for me. Oh, I've got some hiking tips. Always carry the 10 essentials. See the park ranger for a detailed list. Carry a map of the area and know how to use it. Dress in appropriate clothing. Although hiking by yourself is enjoyable, hiking with two is always safer and more fun. Children should not hike without proper adult supervision. Keep pets leashed at all times and clean up after your pet. Stay on the designated trails. Shortcuts cause damage to precious park resources. For night hiking, use a flashlight to illuminate the trail and to watch out for snakes and scorpions, particularly around tall grassy areas and bushy undergrowth. Poison ivy and ticks are common in the park. Check yourself and your pet thoroughly for ticks after hiking. Be a friend to the park and help us keep the park clean. Okay. Oh, hey kids, check out Moon Lake's nature highlights. Dame's Rocket and Buttercup. Okay, so we've got a little information computer.
I probably shouldn't mess around with this without Ranger Acres' permission.
Okay, we'll see what that is in a minute. Before I go on the lovely computer, Maggie from the story. Yeah, and they weren't here, so I get them a phone. We give them a note of it. Nah, what a muppet. Sounds like an absolute muppet. Just started the bath. At least you'll have a nice hot bath. Maybe. Oh wait, no, those pipes aren't connected, are they? I don't actually know. The cold has hot. Yeah. You can have a nice steamy bath. Civilian Conservation Corps. In 1932, when the United States was in the throes of the Great Depression, presidential candidate Franklin D. Roosevelt recognized that the country was facing two very serious problems. Its natural resources were rapidly being destroyed by soil erosion and deforestation, and thousands of able-bodied men were unemployed and desperately looking for work. So when he was elected, Roosevelt immediately compelled Congress to pass the Emergency Conservation Work Act. It called for the establishment of a peacetime army of men who, stationed at various camps throughout the country, would undertake work projects that would save and revitalize the nation's forests, while allowing the men to earn much-needed paychecks. Oh wait. Making like do this was pain as it was, and one bath in 2 weeks. We'll do this one take 2 weeks. 2 months! I love when we said 2 weeks and some more bathtubs. Why is it going to take 2 weeks to install a tub? Let alone 2 months to do a whole bathroom. Like, I know stuff with like COVID can get like systems moving slower at the moment, but that seems a bit nuts. Maybe 2 weeks for the whole bathroom? Or is it literally like one guy's doing the whole thing by himself? It could also be like a pay by the hour thing. So of course, if it's 2 months, that's a lot more money for him. Oh, one sec. By the end of 1935, this army, called the Civilian Conservation Corps, had been successfully mobilized and was hard at work. 500,000 enrollees were stationed at 2,650 camps, which were located in all 48 states, as well as the territories of Hawaii and Alaska. The men undertook projects ranging from building roads and fire towers to stringing telephone lines to planting billions of trees. When the CCC was abolished in 1942, it had left its mark on every state in the nation. The importance of its role in the development of recreational facilities in national, state, country, and metropolitan parks throughout the country cannot be understated. The building in which you're now in is sitting is a testament to the dedication and determination of Roosevelt's tree army. Good on you, Roosevelt. Giving out jobs. Moon Lake Logging Company. School teachers and students. Logging? Who is this? Albentus Lundgreist, founder of the logging company. I butchered that poor man's name. Liberty Town. Park Ranger Francis Bacon Grits and his wife Zelda Strawberry Moon Lake. Damn, imagine having a name like Zelda Strawberry. That's actually kind of cute. North Area Development. Frivoli Brothers win fishing contest. Brothers Flavie, Danny and Ronnie proudly showing their prize-winning catches at this year's Moon Lake State Park Summer Fishing Contest. Ooh. Okay, I know Ranger Boy's over there. Ooh, lots of info. Maggie. They took out the hot and soul machine 2 weeks seems too soon. Now they messed up the water. They've messed up the water. Does that mean they're going to have to pull the tub back out? Or is there like a connection point they can alter outside of the tub fixture and fix it up that way? Obviously, I'm like, I'm sure you probably won't know. By the sounds of it, they won't either. But, yeah, I'm curious to see how they fix it. And, what they say they have to do. Poison ivy. Learn to identify poison ivy plant, and I've taken the first step in avoiding poison ivy. Well, misery of poison ivy by locking out to the plant when you're outdoors. Yeah, poison ivy kinda sucks. Some people are very sensitive to poison ivy. They can develop a severe rash for blisters and extreme swelling. Such severe cases need medical treatment. Forest fire prevention. While some fires are started by lightning, the most devastating fires tend to be started by human carelessness. Don't let 1 minute of carelessness destroy what it took nature decades to create. Wise. Lyme disease. Ooh. Named after Lyme, Connecticut, where a cluster of arthritis cases in 1977 led to the identification of the disease. I wouldn't be too proud of my town being the reason that was named that way, but okay. It is an infection caused by the bacterium carried by deer ticks. They pose a great risk during the spring and summer months. Okay. I will not be reading all these health facts. Garaidice. Giardiasis. Thank you so much. An actual blessing. Or viva fever. Illness caused by a parasite that lives in the intestines of people and animals. And it's very contagious. It is preventable by washing hands thoroughly with soap and water before eating or handling food and after using the toilet. So basic hygiene is all you need to fix this up. Hantavirus. There are several types of hantavirus, but the hantavirus pulmonary syndrome can cause acute respiratory failure and death. Rodent most likely to transmit the disease to humans is the deer mouse. A deer mouse infected with the hantavirus does not act or appear sick. So they're asymptomatic. I love that. How to avoid. Never sweep an area inhabited by mice, as sweeping should stir up particles which could be inhaled. Wear a respiratory mask and rubber gloves. We just so happen to have both of those items in our inventory. I think we're going to about to see some mice. Remove dirt from the area with a damp towel, mop or sponge. Double bag the cleaning materials before disposing of them. Okie madoki. Want some tree facts. How old is this tree? Did you know that the growth rings on a tree indicate its age and the environmental conditions in which it grew? This cross-section is a reproduction of a pine tree that was 62 years old when it was cut down. Please note that the large size of this display does not reflect the actual width of a 62-year-old pine. So we have a pine seedling, Broad, evenly spaced rings indicate healthy growth. Although the tree is growing... Oh no, this one first. A growth disparity occurs. Although the tree is growing straight again, narrow rings indicate competition for sunlight and nutrients from other trees. Rapid growth begins again, probably due to the removal of neighbouring trees. A burn scar from a fire that quickly scorched the forest. A prolonged drought in the area causes narrow growth rings, and these narrow rings are a result of a sawfly insect infestation. The sawfly larvae consume conifer buds and needles. Cool.
Hello, can I help you?
Maybe.
Hi, my name's Nancy Drew. I'm visiting Sally McDonald. Are you the park ranger?
Park Ranger Jeff Akers, at your service. Let's see, Sally McDonald is the woman who bought the old Malone place.
That'd be her.
That's right, only she's gone back to Philadelphia. Malone's dogs got to her.
Don't tell me she believes all that ghost dog stuff.
I saw them.
myself.
They were cute.
Whatever's out there,
Their eyes
I'm
glowed.
sure they're no more and no less than exactly what they look and sound like. Dogs. Living, breathing, very noisy dogs.
Why do you think dogs would attack Sally's house?
Dogs can be trained to do almost anything.
Okay.
Any idea what would make a dog's eyes glow yellow?
Something in their diet, maybe? Some oddball vitamin or protein.
As a park ranger, don't you want to know for sure what's behind these dog attacks?
Do you always ask this many questions?
Yes, I do. Every day.
As a matter of fact, I do.
I'm a very busy man, Miss Drew, but I am here to serve the public.
Do you
Ooh,
have
test
something
water.
I could use to test the well water at Sally's?
Sure do. Simple to use, too. Just pump some water into this vial, return the sample to me, I'll send it off, and in a day or two you'll find out whether or not your water's fit to drink.
Ah, that's quite easy.
Does everyone out here have a well?
Everyone who doesn't want to die of thirst does. Hooking up to a municipal water supply is out of the question. Too expensive.
That's fair. You'd have to install all the piping underground, and that's just going to be a hassle and a half.
This place isn't exactly your ordinary ranger station, is it?
It's also the Moon Lake Post Office, and it's the unofficial Moon Lake Museum of Factual and Natural History. I've lived here all my life, so I can't help but feel obligated to protect not only the area's flora and fauna, but also its past.
Which is rather colourful.
Which is
Ooh.
apparently rather colorful.
As a member of the law enforcement community, I prefer to dwell on the positive aspects of history instead of on the activities of a bunch of glorified thugs.
Would you like the building
So
torn
you'd
down?
probably like to see the old Malone place torn down and forgotten.
Not necessarily. It's hard to ignore its potential as a tourist attraction. And if that's what it takes to draw more people to Moon Lake, I'm a reasonable man.
As an officer of the law, can you think of anyone who might want to scare Sally off her property?
The woman who owns the shop across the lake? Emily Griffin? I can't prove it, but I'm pretty sure she's been dragging the lake in front of Malone's house for artifacts, which is illegal. It would be a lot easier for her to do her dirty work if nobody was living there.
True.
What do you know about the cemetery behind the Malone house?
People are buried there. Beyond that, what's to know?
So he thinks people are buried there. Okay.
Is Malone buried there?
That's the rumor.
The inscription on one of the tombstones reads Waldo Matthias. Does that name ring any bells?
Not in my steeple.
Oh, a church steeple. Okay, that makes sense.
Would you mind mailing this letter for me?
Not at all.
Would it be okay if I looked around?
Please do. And if you have any questions, any more questions, just ask.
I'll have plenty more, sir.
Thanks for all your help.
That's why I'm here. Oh, and one last thing. The deer mouse population has boomed this year, so please take precautions if you're cleaning out any area where they may have nested. They can carry some nasty diseases.
Thanks for the tip, Ranger Acres.
Okie Madoki. Did he just take? Oh, yeah, he took that letter automatically from us. Health safety tips, nature slideshow, history of Moon Lake, and park regulations. Well, water. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, well, water. Moon Lake is too far from any major city for its residents to tap into the public water supply. Therefore, everyone living in the area must rely on private wells for the water they use every day for drinking, cooking, and bathing. Nowadays, wells are located and constructed according to the requirements set down by the state of Pennsylvania. But a well does not last forever. Sooner or later, wells begin to lose their ability to keep out contaminants. For this reason, a well should be inspected every few years and its water should be tested at least once a year. Water can be contaminated by chemicals such as pesticides and fertilizers, by naturally occurring elements such as arsenic and lead, and by waste-borne microbes which can cause such diseases as dysentery, hepatitis, giardiasis, and cryptosporidios. Well water that is contaminated may look and smell fine, which is why testing is imperative to ensure safety. On the other hand, well water that smells and tastes like rotten eggs may be completely safe. Perfectly safe. This unpleasant odour may come from the underground rock surrounding the source of the well water, but more likely it is caused by bacteria which, though harmless, live in rapidly multiplying colonies in the well and emit hydrogen sulfide gas as part of their life cycle. Disinfecting the well with carefully calculated amounts of chlorine can reduce or eliminate foul odours by destroying the bacteria which create them. If your well is more than 20 years old, has not been used or tested for more than a year, or there is sudden change in the quality of your water, immediately stop drinking the water and disconnect your plumbing system from the well. Then get a water testing kit from the friendly, ever-helpful park ranger behind you, Lumen. Take a sample from the well, and then send it to the address included in the kit. When working with water systems, large or small, always remember turning a valve to the right will shut off the flow of water, or turning a valve to the left will allow water to flow. In other words, rowdy-tidy, lefty-loosey. Priming a pump. This is get the water out for us. Shallow well pumps, which can lift water a maximum of 25 feet at sea level, operate on the same principle as a drinking straw. The action of the pump sucks air out of the intake or drop pipe that extends down into the well water, and when a partial vacuum is created, air pressure does the rest, pushing water up the intake pipe and out the spout of the pump. Scrolling. When a pump seems to stop working, that is, when it fails to suck any water up and out the spout, no matter how much the handle is pumped, it probably needs to be primed. To prime a pump, simply pour portable, drinkable water into the top of it and pump the handle until water flows. Okay, so that's why we have our water bottle. Okie Madoki. I was given enough time, so if anyone would like to finish reading, they may pause. And these were all on the wall. Cool. Our slideshow. White-tailed deer. Peregrine falcon. Wood ducks. Red squirrel. Moon lake during fall. Another spectacular moon lake sunset. That is actually quite pretty. A moon lake glowworm. And back to the beginning. Welcome back, Maggie. How was your bath? Nice, hot and clean. Nice. Is this going to be scheduled after brushing teeth and going to the bathroom? But what I'm going to say is, What do you mean? next? Read bones we mean leash laws. Oh, we read all those. What's the leash law? While in Moon Lake State Park, except when being transported by boat or cart, dogs must be kept on a leash at all times. There are no exceptions. In no area of the park are dogs allowed to run loose. Except outside my house. Have at it. Private property. Okie dokie. Oh, Moon Lake's history. Oh yeah, Maggie. Yeah, I know dyslexia is the reading disorder, but get things backwards. You also get things like because you have poor visual spatial issues. Okay, I was just checking because I know dyslexia is, but I think the plumber's thing was just him being a bit of a muppet. But yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. 2 seconds. I've had a work email. Are you kidding me? Sorry, I'm just gonna be 2 seconds. Hello, please forgive me. I'm back. I just had to have a small rage. It's fine. Anywho. Right, but the hot card has to do backwards. Yeah. Sorry, please excuse me. I'm gonna just jump back into this game. Sorry. I've been upset. It's okay. The Lenape tribe. The first residents of Moon Lake were members of the Lenape, pronounced Lenape. Lenape tribe, one of the several Algonquin-speaking tribes that populated the northeastern U.S. for hundreds, if not thousands, of years prior to the arrival of settlers from Europe. I'm butchering these names. I feel bad. First, the early colonists had trouble pronouncing Lenape. They lumped the tribe in with all the other Algonquin-speaking tribes they encountered and referred to this large group as the Delaware Indians. This is because many of the Algonquin-speaking tribes lived in the large drainage basin of the Delaware River, which had been named after an Englishman whose title was Lord Delaware. Curious and friendly, the Lenape were hospitable to the early colonists. But as the number of settlers grew, so did the tension between the two groups. The Lenape believed that all the land belonged to the Creator, and as a result, they had difficulty understanding the concept of private ownership by which the Europeans seemed to live. The Lenape gradually migrated west, settling for brief periods in Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Missouri, Arkansas, and Kansas. At each place, the new Lenape were told that they were to be their new home. But after a few years, the Europeans would change their minds and force them to move again. They finally settled in Oklahoma, where more than 11,000 Lenape still live today. Early settlers. No stress, no. Okay. I shall continue. Where is it? In one instance, the Europeans taught the Lenape into turning over to them as the land as a man could walk in a day and a half. The Lenape agreed to the deal, and the settlers promptly sent men out to run as far as they could in the allocated time. The walking purchase, as it's called today, forged many Lenape to leave Moon Lake forever. Like the rest of Pennsylvania, Moon Lake was very anti-slavery. Prior to that Civil War, the Retzik Farm on the north side of the lake was rumored to be part of the Underground Railroad, the secret network of people who would hire slaves fleeing from their owners in the South and help them travel to Canada, where they'd be free. Dozens of slaves at the time reportedly sought refuge during the day in the huge cellar of the farmhouse. When night came, they'd resume their perilous journey north. Nothing remains of the farm today, though in the 1920s a gangster built a house in the approximate spot where the farmhouse once stood. Famous residents. Ooh. In the early 20th century, many celebrities from the East Coast spent time here, including Florence Ziegfeld, a famous producer of Broadway musicals and revues. In fact, in 1926, his boat, the Folly King, ran into the rocks at the north end of the lake and capsized. Nobody was hurt, but rather than going to the bother of repairing the boat, Ziegfeld simply left it there. Legend has it that for years a local dog would swim out to the wreck every day and lie on it, barking at everyone who came near. The boat gradually disintegrated until now no trace of it remains. Local legend has it that Ben Franklin spent the summer of 1744 on Moon Lake's south shore. The summer was a particularly stormy one, which has led to speculation that his interest in lightning and electricity was sparked by his experiences here. Moon Lake has had some infamous residents as well. In 1925, at the height of Prohibition, Mickey Malone, a gangster from Philadelphia who got rich smuggling and distributing illegal liquor, built a house on the North Shore at the site of the old Retzik Farm. People came from up and down the East Coast to attend the parties he threw at the Moon Lake. He was convicted of tax evasion in 1933 and sent to prison, where he eventually died. Ooh. Acquisition of land. In the early 1900s, as automobiles began to make the rural parts of the state more accessible to people from the big city, interest in hiking and camping in remote areas such as Moon Lake grew. Interest in saving forested areas instead of allowing them to be destroyed by logging increased as well. In 1919, a group of private citizens, mostly from Philadelphia, formed the Moon Lake Conservancy. In order to raise money to acquire and preserve the land surrounding the lake. By 1921, the group had acquired most of the land on its west, south and east shores, a total of 1,004 acres. The land was donated to the State Forestry Department and formally became Moon Lake State Park in 1930. Though the Moon Lake Conservancy no longer exists, many people still dream of the day when they can walk all the way around Moon Lake without encountering private property. If you own land on Moon Lake or know someone who does, please consider selling or better yet donating it to the Pennsylvania Department of Conservation and Natural Resources. Ask your friendly park ranger for more information. Construction of facilities. The Information Center at Moon Lake and its adjacent sanitation facility were built in 1939 by the Civilian Conservation Corps. The CCC etched the year into the cornerstone of the building used as an ancient numbering system called Roman numerals. All of its hiking trails in the park, except for the Mingo Saddle Trail, were created by the original inhabitants of the Moon Lake area. The Lenape. The CCC incorporated these trails into the park by widening and marking them in the late 1930s. The Bureau of State Parks surveyed, cleared, and blazed the Mingo Saddle Trail in 1969 in order to link Moon Lake State Park to the Appalachian Trail via Delaware Ridge. You probably noticed the letters etched into the right-hand cornerstone on the front of this building. MCM XXXIX. This is not the name of the building, rather it is the date its construction was completed, 1939. The letters are Roman numerals, a numbering system invented by the Romans some 3,000 years ago. The system is a simple one. Here it is, and I will write that down. I, V, X, L, C, D, M. So then we have 1, 5, 10, 50, 100, 500, and 1,000. Okay. Oh, wait, I didn't see if there was more. In Roman numerals, the number 3 is expressed as III. The number 8 is expressed as VIII. The number 68 is LXVIII. 168 is CLXVIII. 1168 is MCLXVIII, and so on. The Romans made one slightly tricky adjustment when it came to writing 4s and 9s. In Roman numerals, anytime a letter representing a smaller number is placed in front of, to the left of, a letter representing a larger number, the small number is subtracted from the large number. For instance, instead of writing 4 as III, the Romans would write IV, 5 minus 1, which equals 4. Thus, the number 9 is expressed as IX, 19 is XIX, 49 is XLIX, and 109 is CIX. 1109 is MCIX, and 1949 is MCMXLIX. Ooh. Interestingly, the numbering system the Romans developed, unlike the Arabic system which we use, had no symbol for 0. Oh, and one more thing. You may notice the 3C is etched into the stone below the Roman numerals. This does not represent the number 300. Rather, the letters stand for the men that built the station, the Civilian Conservation Corps. Okay. About our ranger. Park Ranger Jeff Akers was born and raised in Tyrone, Pennsylvania. Upon graduating from Norris High School in 1989, he attended Penn State, where he earned a bachelor's degree in park and recreation management. He has been the park ranger of Moon Lake State Park since 1966. Because he spent much of his childhood at Moon Lake, he is excited about introducing visitors to what he calls the best state park in the country. From geology to astronomy and meteorology, Ranger Akers knows his stuff. So if you have any questions, just ask. He's here to serve. Okay. Okay, let's head back. We have some tasks to do. Excuse me. Cool. We'll start with our well. We'll test our well water out. Water up the top. Glug, glug, glug. Where's our bucket? Okay. Test that bad boy. Awesome. Okay. We'll leave that full of water. Okay. Let's listen to this for our birdies. Oh, cassette. Vocals.
American goldfinch. Northern cardinal. Red-tailed hawk. Western tanager.
Okay. Okay, let's go take some photos of these birdies. Okay, where is the map? We've got them all marked for us. So we have one yellow bird over here, so we'll go for him first. As he's all by his lonesome. Not that way.
Where are all the birds?
Oh, where's the camera? There he is. So pretty! Okay, one down. Okay, we'll walk.
Tweet, tweet!
Okay, we're at the dead tree. Fallen tree. So we've got the red bird.
I must have scared it.
Okay, didn't get the red one. Oh, blue jay. Where is... There. Hello, Mr. Blue Jay, sir. Okay. That was the blue jay. Let me click the map, please. Got the orange and yellow left. Oh, Robin. Thank you. Then we have one left. Tanager.
Darn, it flew away.
Okay. Okay, let's get us back to the beginning. Okay. Next point of call. I would like to fix these floorboards so we don't die in them again. Oh, Maggie, you're back. What kind of smoothie did you make? A yummy one? Oh, wait. Another cranberry one. Cool, cool, cool. All fixed. What else we got? Pretty. Noisy. Okay, let's go check with Red why these birds are flying off. Come on, up we go. How you doing, Red?
I found some birds, but no matter how quiet I am, I've been scaring other birds away before I can take their picture. What am I doing wrong?
You're wearing those clothes. That's what you're doing wrong. You need to blend in, like me. Go back over to M's tacky tourist trap and get yourself some camouflage gear. Only sensible thing that money grubber carries.
Right. Okay, so I need to get that from
I'm
M.
sorry to keep bugging you, but I need some sandpaper. Emily said you might have some.
Here, take it and scram. I was just about to call in a meadowlark. That was always Ruth's favorite.
Was Ruth your wife?
Good heavens, no. My wife had no patience for birding. Ruth was my dog. Border collie. She'd hear a meadowlark, and by golly, her ears would perk, and she'd cock her head, and she'd just come as close to smiling as ever a dog could.
Okay. Do they own
Do many
dogs?
people around here own dogs?
Not really. Most people don't bother. The place is surrounded by park land, and Ranger Acres just loves enforcing the leash laws. There it is again. Take your sandpaper and go sand something, okay?
Okay. Yee, spamming the button. Okay, let's get Dog Boy. We'll sand it up.
It's stuck.
Perfecto. Okay. Okay. Sorry, my brain is processing. This puzzle... Hold on, let me go check Doggo. Doggo Cluckle. Yeah, these changed. Okay, so turning the statues changes these dogs. Okay, so the position they're currently in is the deers. What? Sorry, my mouse apparently glitched into a black box. Wait, no, I should just... Okay, so they're all currently at the deer except for one. You are... Trees. So the first one is the first dog we pick up. As well as this direction. Okay. 1 second. And up. So facing forward is the deers. Facing to the right is trees. Okay. So whichever one is not a deer or a tree is that doggo. Okay, so they are in order that they're meant to be. So this direction is a swan. This is the second one that pulls, so I'll just turn it this way so we can see which way. Oh, some birds. Some blue birds. Okay. Okay, and what are the doggos' names again? So we have Vitus, Iggy, Lucy, and Xander. Okay. Hold on. Leaves that appear on the fresh spring tree make my birth different from the other three. When swans drift by on shimmering blue, I'm the one who plays in the summer dew. When the autumn's call brings out the deer, it is I who howls on mornings clear. And when winter comes and birds take flight, look to me to sleep through the long grey night. Okay, so spring is trees, summer is swans, autumn is deer. Okay. And we have all their birthdays written down from when we checked them out in the cemetery. Here we go. So Iggy was born in the fall. Then we have Lucy was born in the spring. Xander was born in summer. And then Vitus was born in winter. Riki Madoki. Okay, so Vitus is in winter, which is the birds, which is this way. Iggy was born in fall, which is the deer, which is facing towards us. Lucy was born in spring, which was the trees. This way. And Xander was in summer, which was the swans. Oh! Oh! Oh, we've got a hidden basement. What's this? Oh, I've picked it up. Okay. Oh, some doors gonna pop up out of there. Got a door. The way we came in. Nice. Oh. Copper's number. Sheik died. Black Tuesday. 14th Saint Hotel fire. Uncle Clayton died and MN pinched. Okay. Oh, we've got a safe.
It could be mice making that sound.
Okay.
It's blocked.
Oh.
It looks like a tiny hole.
So we're gonna have to get in something small and thin to pop into that bad boy. Oh, I don't need to hold that torch anymore. Where does this door go? Ooh.
William Akers? I wonder if he's related to Jeff Akers.
Ooh. Oh, Maggie. So, side note. I don't think the call rep job is for me. How so? What's up? Oh, sorry. So, the truth about Mickey Malone. Mr. Malone has never spent a night in jail and he never will, said William Akers. And you know why? Because he's just an ordinary Joe trying to run an ordinary business. He said this was such conviction that for a moment this reporter honestly thought Akers was talking about somebody other than Mickey Malone, the notorious gangster. But I was standing on the porch of Malone's getaway home at Moon Lake, having bushwhacked through thick bush from the east side of the lake to avoid detection and probably eviction by his bodyguards. And I was talking to the man who, according to the police, is the only person Malone trusts. I ought to know. I see him every day, Akers went on. He doesn't deserve all the grief you newspaper hacks give him. He's a rich man because his laundromats are fine establishments and people like to wash their clothes there. All this talk about him being a bootlegger is just plain hogwash. When I asked if I could talk to Malone, Akers said Malone was out walking. Like I said, he's an ordinary guy who likes to do ordinary things. When I asked if I could wait for him, he said, "What for?" Anything you want to know about Mickey Malone, I can tell you. I've worked for him for 15 years. When I said all I wanted was the truth, he said, "Then you're in luck, because that's what I've just told you. And now I suggest you leave. Mickey's a swell guy, but he's got these 4 big dogs, see? And sometimes they don't mind so good." I took the hint and left. But as I struggled through the bush to get back to my car, I realised something. Akers hadn't told me the truth about what Mickey Malone did. I knew that. But he had told me an important truth when it came to Mickey Malone was someone who had at least one extremely loyal employee. I ask you, good citizens of Philadelphia, how many so-called legitimate businessmen can say the same? Woohoo. Oh, I got Houdini. Sorry, and Maggie, I think the documentation processing thing might be it's presenting some challenges. There's a thing called some rogue illustration school. I taught myself what I should course issues. I am not. I guess it depends on what you say when you're talking out loud. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. If you think the other job is better for you, I mean, if you're able to go into that one, then go for it. But what do you reckon you'll do? Stars. Okay. Okay, we'll make it daytime and we'll go out on the boat. We'll give Jeff our water and we'll see if we can get that camouflage gear from M. Go to Acres first. Maggie, but I am not a guest house of the not the principal. I don't see how it's weird to talk to yourself. But then I'm probably biased because I do that myself. Doggo! Oh, cute.
You're back.
You have a dog.
I noticed you have a dog.
That's Yogi, who never goes out unless he's on a leash. Park rules.
Oh. Do you have any other
dogs?
I hope you're not suggesting I trained Yogi to run around in the middle of the night barking and attacking houses.
No, but if you have more dogs, there's more dogs to pet. Get them pets.
I found a newspaper dating back to 1927 in Sally's house. Since you're kind of an expert on the history of Moon Lake, do you mind if I ask you some questions about Mickey Malone?
Not at all.
Do you know
The
William
article mentioned
Akers?
that a man named William Akers used to work for Malone. Is he a relative of yours?
No. Quite a coincidence, I'll admit, but no. I am in no way related to the head flunky of some two-bit gangster and his gang of thugs.
He's not happy about that question, was he?
I found this old picture in Sally's house. Do you know who these people are?
The man is Mickey Malone, I know that. I'm guessing that this is his girlfriend, Vivian Burnett, I think her name was. And judging by the year of that brand new Ford in the background, I'd say the picture was taken in 1928.
Okay.
She was probably as familiar with Malone's house and his dogs as he was. Think there's any chance she's still alive?
Tell you what, Miss Drew. Why don't I go through my files and see what I can dig up on this mystery woman? I'm a busy man, but like I always say, I'm here to serve.
Okay.
When and why was Malone arrested?
I'm sorry, Miss Drew. As usual, I'm a little pressed for time. If you have more questions, why don't you sit down at the computer and peruse the Moon Lake database of fascinating factoids that I've put together?
Okay. Sorry, excuse me, Maggie. I think I have the documentation processing job because there's no people. Fair. It pays less by analyze documents, not people and company. Yeah. BRB, if I make an omelette, will you be here? I mean, maybe. All of a sudden you just turn around and I'm just in the kitchen like, omelette? Where's my omelette? What happened to Akers and the gang?
What happened to Akers and the rest of Malone's gang after he went to prison?
Fortunately for Moon Lake, they all left and went their separate ways.
Okay. Oh, yes,
I have that water sample. What do I do with it?
Just give it to me, and I'll take care of it.
I've been trying to take pictures of birds for this guy named Red Knot. Ever met him?
Oh, yes, the Birdman. I'd stay away from him if I were you.
Why?
Why? Is something wrong with him?
He's a fanatic. He's got it in his head that Moon Lake would be the best bird-watching venue in the world except for one thing. Too many people. Believe me, if there was a way to get this park shut down and all the homes on the lake torn down, he'd do it in an instant.
Okay.
Thanks for all your help.
That's why I'm here.
Ah. Damn, no omelette for me, Maggie? No stress. But yes, I should still be back. I'll still be here. Polite. What's it, man? Yeah, I'll be here still. Okay, I'm gonna head to M's.
Howdy, Nancy.
Yeah.
To make a long story short, I need some camouflage gear.
Got some right over here. One size fits all. But I'm running kind of low on bait. So if you go out and get me, oh, say a dozen little critters, I'll give you the camos.
A dozen little
a dozen
critters.
little critters?
Worms, spiders, beetles, grubs. Anything that wriggles on its belly'll do. Just look under stuff. Rocks, logs, dead leaves. Should be able to find 12 in no time.
Now
Hunting
legal.
for critters isn't illegal, is it?
Things ain't quite that bad around here. Least not yet. Now, if Jeff Akers' daddy was still around, you might get arrested for cruelty to animals or some such nonsense. Joe Akers used to be the deputy sheriff. Real critter lover, that one was.
Ooh.
Joe Akers is Jeff's father?
That's right.
I found an old newspaper in Sally's house that contained an article on Mickey Malone. It really got my curiosity going. What else can you tell me about him?
Person you should talk to is Jeff Akers. He's got this historical museum thing going out at that ranger station of his.
How do I get to the museum?
Just up lake from Sally's on the east side.
Oh,
Guess
it's
I'll
the
see
whole
you
thing
later.
itself.
Yodelay-hee-hoo!
Okay, so I've got to get some critters. Okay. Can I call? Oh, I can't call with this. It's rubbish. Okay, we'll go back. I want to call Sally. See if she's got anything for us. Or the fact that we found a basement in her home. Boom. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 8, 9.
Hello?
Hey, Sally, it's Nancy.
Nancy,
Oh, no.
hi, how's it going?
Talk to you later.
Thanks again, Nancy.
Okay, never mind. Let's go critter hunting. Worms. Boom, we've already got 2 worms. Okay. We've got to look for a bunch. Ooh. Yeah, mine. Ooh, we got big boy. Big boy beetle. Okay. Okay, got 1 worm out of that. Ooh. Oh, there's another big boy. Okay. Oh, none there. We've got another one, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 so far.
Tweet, tweet!
Jeez. Biggest jump scare ever is just Nancy going tweet, tweet. Okay, any more rocks? Is that cardinal? Any more rocks we can look under? There's one over there. Nope. No, okay. No more buggy boos. Okay. Whoa. Okay. I'm just gonna make it daytime. No, not daytime, it's already daytime. What am I on about? I'm gonna make it nighttime and see if we can find any nighttime bugs. Because our map, yeah, mentioned some bait can be found at night. Oh. No chirping, but just in case. Oh, someone's chirping. Oh, we got a glowworm. Nice. No. No. Bug? No bugs. Ooh, we got two more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many do we need? It doesn't say how many we need. I don't remember. Cemetery way. Was there... I've already forgotten if there was any rocks along these paths. Oh. Nope. Well, we also have no birds at night, so that's one good thing to know. Ooh. Nope. Oh, something's chirping. Where? I heard it. But I don't see a rock anywhere. Oh, we got two of them. Oh, forgive me. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nancy didn't say anything though, so my guess is maybe we're not done yet. Welcome back, Maggie. We are still on our bug hunt. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, my brain. It's alright. I guess that sneeze was like semi-held in, so now my head just hurts. Oops. Okay, I'm not hearing any more chirping. Okay, maybe I missed something during the daytime. Let me just check around here. Yeah, no noise. Maggie, sorry, your message is... Oh, your dad fired the plumber. Oh. I mean, fair. It's going to take longer to do the thing. Damn. I mean, that's a pain, but I guess you're more likely to find someone that you know knows what's up. Oh, we've got... Oh, sorry, I just took a photo of your Easter eggs. Wait. Okay. Maybe we'd make these phone calls after... Yeah, we'll make those phone calls after we've got all these critters then. Oh, come on. There we go. Cardinal. Okay, no cricket noises. What a pain in the butt. Okay. Try nighttime buggies again. And the chirping. Okay. No rocks there. I might eat hot tubs in hot weather. Ooh. They would be good. I reckon if I had one right now though, I'd probably die. Purely because if I get any water that is hotter than the current temp, be boiling point essentially. Okay, stuff it. I'm just gonna pick up all of these, even if there's no noise. Nope. Red noise. There's nothing there though. Oh my gosh, this is nuts. Get it. We didn't need to search this whole time. It was 12. We needed 12. We have 12. Okay, let's make it daytime, go back to M, and forget about this embarrassing ordeal. This way. Oh. Whee. Okay.
Hey, Nancy, how's the bait finding coming along?
Got some big fat juicy ones.
Juicy ones, just like you wanted.
Well, now, you done all right for a city gal. Here you go. Hope whatever you're hiding from won't catch you. How you holding up?
One sec.
Any word from Tucker, what's his name? He hasn't been by to move that tree yet.
I'll give him another call. But like I said, the man marches to the beat of another drummer. A very slow drummer.
Guess I'll see you later.
Yodelay-hee-hoo!
One second, sorry. Okay, Sally's house. Two more seconds. Boom. first point of call. Got some phone calls to make. Okay. Scroll all the way along. That's not my photos. That's my email. Photos. There we go. Maggie, you want to go to bed? Laura was in bed last night. You were so mad last night you snuggled a Molly. Why were you so bad, Maggie? But you want to go to bed? Ah, you still tired? Aww. What is it for you? Well, it's 8:30. That's still reasonable. You still haven't fully woke up yet. I'm sorry. Your Easter egg list. Call Manon, which is 1, 2, 3, 6, 2, 6, 6.
Hello, Manon, and congratulations for being one of the first to solve the Scarlet Hand mystery in the final scene. For meritorious service and keen sleuthing skills in a Nancy Drew mystery, I hereby award you with this super duper deluxe Easter egg finder. Wave it around in good health.
Oh, nice. We got that. Can we do both of them?
Howdy, Solver. Hope you're having fun. I just want to congratulate you for being one of the first people to figure out that Scarlet Hand was my next mystery adventure. For meritorious service and keen sleuthing skills in a Nancy Drew mystery, I hereby award you with this super duper deluxe Easter egg finder. Wave it around in good health.
Nope, didn't mean that. Okay. Wave it around in good health. Okay, let's get searching, and it also works well because we need to get these birds. Okay. Waiting for it to go red. Oh! Special shout out to Jamie, Lauren, Hannah, and Billy Bob Smell. No, that's cute. Okay. What is that noise? In 5 seconds, you will see what I saw when they told me I had to change all of these scenes. What? Oh my gosh. Okay, this is cool. I'm enjoying this. Oh, okay, one sec. You found a virtual geocache. Oh, nice. Do I need this one? One sec. No, I already had that one. Oh no, I didn't. What am I doing? Okay, one bird down. Got some bait here. Bonus bait. Bonus bait? Any more secret little nooks? Oh. Tanager. I think we had this one. Did we? Nah, we didn't. Okay, so we have one left. The hawk. Okay. Oh, that was pretty cool. And apparently we blew open the shed. Hell yeah. Had a special shout out. Found some bonus bait. Oh, Maggie, you're mad at the about the water. Fair enough, fair enough. So glad you can help. Yeah, I'm happy you're giving me all the Easter egg hints. Hell yeah. What do I do about... Found 5 birds. Shepherd read about the last one, the red-tailed hawk. I was stressed if I can find out any more information on Vivian. Okay. Wait. No. While it's daytime, we'll go to Acres. Maggie broke. That mother exploded. Yeah. The shed went boom.
Good news. I have information on your mystery woman.
Oh, how'd it go?
You are incredible, Ranger Akers. What did you find out?
Her name these days is Vivian Whitmore. She lives in Las Vegas, and her number is 702-555-9137.
Okay.
Have you gotten the results back from that water sample I left with you?
I meant to call the Department of Health today for a status report, but frankly, I've been way too busy.
Need 2 rangers.
Sounds like Moon Lake could use 2 rangers.
If I were in charge of just 10 more acres of parkland, they'd give me an assistant, and I could devote more time to the acquisition of more land and eventually put Moon Lake on the map as one of the biggest, most popular parks in the state.
Oh, wait. Maggie, you love Vivian, she's so funny. Ooh. Yeah, she has some classic liners. Actually, yeah, who was it for this game? We have Vivian. And Anastasia. Oh, I'm ready. Wait, is it her? Oh, I hope it's her that's this game.
Why didn't the Parks Department buy the Malone property instead of Sally?
She outbid them, the cheapskates.
Well, if those dogs scare Sally away for good, other people are bound to think twice about buying the place. The bank will lower its price, and you'll have your land.
You're insinuating things again, Miss Drew.
I'm sorry, I really am. It's just that Sally's my friend, and I'd really like to find out why someone's doing this to her.
Tell you what, if you're serious about making amends, there's some boxes by the computer labeled with dates. They're from the estate of a local history buff. She kept everything from newspaper clippings to old photos to recipes for apple crisp. She put everything in envelopes, then numbered them by year using Roman numerals. Just put the envelopes in order by year with the earliest date in front. Oh, and if you're rusty on Roman numerals, there's an entry on them in the computer.
Okay, we can do that. Can I read them?
Okay if I read what's in the envelopes?
Don't go reading anything until you're through, or take my word for it, you'll never get finished.
Where's Yogi?
Where's Yogi?
In the run out back. Even out of sight, he's under my full control, as park rules require.
Thanks for all your help.
Not a problem.
Okay. Let's do these Roman numerals.
Let's see. Jeff said the envelope with the earliest date goes down in the front of each box.
Excuse me. Okay, earliest date at the front. Okay, that's already started. MCM should be, yeah, 19,000. So the X is 10, so this is 1910, 1918, 1914, 1911. Okay. So we have 1913, 1914, 1960, wait, do we have an X? Oh, here we go. 1915. We can switch those out for now. Then 1917, 1919. Yep. Well, we need to change 1960 again. First, 1932, 1939, 1941, and 1945. Okay, that seems okay. 1970, 1969. Okay, I'm going to shuffle these up and put this one across until I figure out these ones. 1925. Okay, game over. 1951. 1960. Okay, yeah. 19 X and C. C is 100. 1990. 1997. Oh, these two.
Now that they're all sorted, I can do some reading.
Oh, fair. I'll hold off. Okay, what have we got to read? What? The Lewiston Gazette is a gangster about to become Moon Lake's newest resident. Rumours are flying thick and fast that Mickey Malone, a self-proclaimed captain of industry with far more ties to gamblers and smugglers than to legitimate businessmen, is building a house on the north shore of Moon Lake. The rumours started last June when the 10-acre property on which the house is being built was purchased by Philadelphia Duds and Suds, a company owned by Malone, which is widely believed to be merely a front for his criminal undertakings. Secrecy has shrouded the project ever since construction began in October of last year. 4 men and a locked gate block the driveway leading up to the site. Unauthorized persons and vehicles are summarily turned away. Day and night, security guards patrol the heavily wooded lakefront property. Several large trucks, strategically parked, obscured any and all views of the site from the water. Even the workmen have been sworn to silence. When asked if Mickey Malone was indeed building a home on Moon Lake, Waldo Mathias, the agent spearheading the Department of Justice investigation of Malone's activities, had only this to say: "If he is, I suggest he live it up while he can, because the place we're going to be sending him to ain't on no beach, and he's going to be there for a real long time." Mr. Malone could not be reached for comment. Okay. Is this the same one? Oh, no. A gangster nabbed at Moon Lake residence. Mickey Malone arrested right at his luxurious Moon Lake property. Mickey Malone, a Philadelphia businessman long considered by police to be a bootlegger and a racketeer, finally felt the sting of the sword of justice when he was arrested this morning at the house on Moon Lake. Careful to keep Malone's attack dogs at bay, agents from the Internal Revenue Service and the department... this is him in his pajamas. Department of Justice raided the lakefront home at dawn, catching Malone and his henchmen completely by surprise. Within seconds, Malone was handcuffed. Wearing only an overcoat over his pajamas, he was swept out the door and into a waiting car. He was driven directly to Philadelphia, where he was jailed on charges of tax evasion and conspiracy to violate prohibition laws. The police had been wise to Malone's criminal activities for years, but 3 previous attempts to incarcerate him failed miserably when Malone's shadowy associates, through bribes and threats, forced prosecution witnesses to recant their stories. This time, federal agents intend to rely on the ledgers and tax returns to prove their case. Since 1927, when it was determined that even income gained through illegal means is taxable, authorities have been eager to use this ruling to make folks like Malone pay for their crimes. Mickey Malone's been making us look like fools for a long time, declared the Bureau of Investigation agent Waldo Mathias, but today the good guys finally got the last laugh. Malone loudly and repeatedly proclaimed that he'd done nothing wrong as he was led to jail. However, his protestations of innocence ended abruptly when, apparently not wishing to be photographed in his pajamas, Malone took a swing at a press photographer. He was quickly subdued. Okay. The Bellefontaine Star, War Tapes. Philadelphia mobster dies in Leavenworth. Michael Mickey Malone died yesterday of liver failure in the federal penitentiary at Leavenworth, Kansas at the age of 52. Born in Newark, New Jersey in 1889, Malone owned and operated Philadelphia's Duds and Suds, a chain of laundromats and dry cleaners that allowed him to disguise and disperse the money he made as a racketeer. Compared to other gangsters, Malone kept a relatively low profile. His desire for privacy was enforced by 4 large dogs who never left his side. Although he was rumoured to be involved in everything from rum running to gold heists, he never spent a single night in jail until he was arrested in 1932 for tax evasion. He was convicted the following year and was sentenced to 8 years in federal prison. He died just 2 months before he was scheduled to be released. Damn. Any more? Oh, one last. Dragging ban is a drag. Oh. There's gold in them there sandbars. At least that's been the experience of Emily Griffin, owner of M's Emporium on Moon Lake in central Pennsylvania. For the past 10 years, she has been dragging a heavy net back and forth along the bottom of the lake, uncovering and bringing to the surface relics from the... Okay. I've dragged up everything from diamond tiaras to skeletons to skeleton keys to full bottles of French cognac, said Griffin. It just blows my mind that those people were dropped back then and never bothered going back for. She was referring to the wealthy guests of gangster Mickey Malone, who built a home on the lake in 1925 and threw large, ranchous parties almost every weekend. Because his guests would travel to and from the house by boat, personal items were lost overboard with great frequency. Ms. Griffin estimates that she has made close to $20,000 selling her finds to antique hunters and tourists, but last week her windfall came to an end. The country in which Moon Lake is located passed an ordinance making the recovery of objects from the lakebed illegal. The ban arose from the fact that the bottom of Moon Lake is composed of unusually fine sand. When disturbed, it clouds the water, sometimes for days, posing a threat to the aquatic plants and fish that otherwise thrive there. Park Ranger Jeff Akers, who oversees the state park surrounding the lake, initiated the ban. The eco-balance of the Moon Lake is simply too delicate to ignore, he contends. But Miss Griffin begs to differ. The whole thing's just plumb ridiculous, she says. You know what all that stuff down there is doing right now? It's rushing away, polluting the water. Heck, by getting out of that, I'm doing the country a favour. Unfortunately, the country doesn't see it that way. The county doesn't see it that way. And it appears that Miss Griffin will have to abandon what had become a pleasantly profitable hobby. Oh, I don't know, she shrugs. I can still sell the stuff that washes up on shore. And that happens, you know, especially after a good storm, so I may be down, she says, her eyes twinkling. But I ain't necessarily out. Okay. Okay, cool. Sorry, Maggie, we had a famous... Oh, Maggie, we had a famous bootlegger in the area I grew up in. His name is Dutch Schultz. Oh, that's cool. I don't really know any Famous people from the areas I've grown up in? I've known infamous people from areas I've grown up in. Which, is something. Where am I going? I'm alone. Range of files in the computers. Sort each file per year. Oh, we should probably tell him that we sorted it.
Hello there.
I finished
Finished.
putting all those envelopes in order.
Excellent. Thank you, Miss Drew. And to show my gratitude, I've got something for you.
Chances are it ain't a paycheck.
It
Nah.
doesn't involve Roman numerals, does it?
No, it's an honorary Junior Park Ranger pin. I keep them on hand so I can give them out to children whom I see demonstrating respect for park rules and regulations. A little bit of positive reinforcement.
Wow, an avocado. Thanks.
Unfortunately, I don't get to give them out.
I know Nancy's a teenager,
Oh, gee,
but
thanks, Ranger Acres.
yeah, see? She's
Thanks for all your help.
not
a
feeling
problem.
it either. But oh well. I'm sure it will come in handy. And I already have plans for it. Oh, sorry, 2 seconds. Okay. I have an idea. I have an idea. Gotta go break up this safe bad boy. Ooh, yeah, we'll break open the safe and then we're gonna call Vivian. MM pinched, and we have that written in our PDA. We're going to use the pin on this badge.
It looks like a tiny hole.
Yeah. Here we go.
What's the combination?
So MM was pinched. Malone was arrested January 29th, 1932. It was an unlucky day for Malone. So it is, so I'll write it down. 012932. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Oh, yes, it does. I'm just an idiot. January 01 29 29 1932 32. Okay. 0. Oh, 0 resets it. 0 1 2 9 3 2. Mice!
I bet those were deer mice.
Okay, we're gonna need our gloves. We ain't getting no diseases. Journal. This journal is the property of William Akers, 1933 to 1942.
Speakeasy.
Ooh. Today, Mickey went to prison, but when they were walking him to the paddy wagon, he told me to take care of his dogs, and when the time came, to do their tombstones like he'd told me. Then he whispered to me to look under the Victorola in the speakeasy at Moon Lake. He said I'd find a map to the gold he stole 2 years ago. Then they shoved him into the wagon, and that was that poor Mickey. How's a guy who's never spent one night in jail supposed to spend 8 years in prison? He'll never make it. I think he wants me to have the gold because deep down he knows he's never coming home. Anyway, I looked under the Victorola and found the map. The problem is, there's nothing on it except for a bunch of lines and the words, "The dogs will lead the way." There's no X marking the spot or directions or nothing. But I need money bad. My wife and baby haven't had anything decent to eat in months. So I'm going to pack them up and move to Moon Lake permanently so I can spend all my time looking for the gold. May 4th, 1933. Mickey never told me outright that he was the guy who pulled off the hole in the floor gold heist. He always said the less I knew, the healthier I'd stay. But according to the papers, a bunch of gold was stolen off the moving train right under the noses of about a dozen Pinkertons. Mickey must have greased somebody's palm real good and got him to cut a hole in the floor of the boxcar the gold was going to be shipped in. After the gold was loaded, one of the boys crawled under the train and pulled himself into the boxcar. Then when the train was moving, he dropped the gold down the hole onto the tracks. Mickey's boys picked it up and got away clean. Nobody ever suspected Mickey was behind it. That's a pretty smart plan. So what I'm looking for is 20 gold bars. The papers said altogether they weighed around 600 pounds. The question is, did Mickey hide them in one place or did he spread them around? He must have buried them, but where? I just thought of something. Maybe Mickey trained his dogs to go get the gold if you say the right word. I'm going to try saying gold to them tomorrow and see. See what happens. One sec. So we're looking for 20 gold bars. Okay. July 14th, 1933. I've said every word I can think of to all the dogs, but they haven't led me anywhere except around in circles. I spent the last month following them around. First Sander, then Vitus, then Lucy. I don't have to follow Iggy because all he does is sleep on the porch. So it looks like I'm going to have to start digging. I'll dig under the porch first, seeing as that's where Iggy always is. October 21st, 1933. A month ago, I started working as a handyman over in Lewistown to make ends meet. So even though I stop by Mickey's every day to feed the dogs, I can only look for the gold at night. I dug all around under the porch but didn't find nothing. I marked the porch on the map.
Akers?
Ooh.
Emily said Jeff Akers' father was named Joe. Maybe Jeff is related to William Akers after all.
Ooh, Ranger Boy lied to us. On the map with the big I for Iggy because that's the place he always leads me to. I was so busy digging last Tuesday night that I almost wasn't there when my son was born. We're calling him Joe. His big sister is real happy. She says baby Joe is just like the dolly she's always wanted, but we can never afford to get her. Truth is, we can't really afford Joe neither. I keep writing to Mickey, asking him to please tell me straight out where the gold is, but he never writes back. I'll just have to keep digging. Leavenworth Prison, Leavenworth 48, Kansas. Oh, excuse me. September 9th, 1935. Now I spend all my free time digging in the woods. I dig around everything that could be a landmark. Logs, rocks, tree stumps, but I never find nothing. Plus I kept getting lost. The path looked so much alike, especially at night, that I spend most of my time trying to figure out where I am. So last Sunday, I memorized the way to the cemetery. I will not be saying that. February 11th, 1939. Even though Mickey never allowed the dogs in the speakeasy or the tunnels, I've been looking there for the gold, because I looked everywhere else I can think of and got nowhere. Last week, I found out that Mickey changed the passcode to the spigots in the speakeasy. This got my hopes up, because the way I figured it, why would Mickey change the code without telling me unless he was hiding something? When I finally figured out the new code, I didn't find nothing in the tunnel that opened up that wasn't there before. Why Mickey spent all that money on pictures of those dogs of his, I'll never understand. March 2nd, 1942. I give up. Mickey's dead and so are all his dogs. I'll never find the gold. I got a good job offer over in Harrisburg and I'm going to take it. Little Joe and Sarah deserve a better life than they've gotten so far. It's high time Callie got a nice house and a husband who doesn't spend all his time chasing after something he can't find. But I'm leaving this journal here because who knows, maybe someday I'll suddenly remember something Mickey said and it will finally hit me where he hid the gold. Maybe I'll come back here and find it after all. But in the meantime, I got my family. They're what's important. They're treasure enough.
The dogs will lead the way.
Ah, so this is the map we found. Okay, thank you. Oh, do I need to... Oh, I need to go all the way back to the beginning. Okie dokie. Squeak, squeak to you too, my boys. Ah. Hmm. 2 seconds. Let's check the PDA, see what the lowdown is, and then we're going to call Vivian. Dogs look grey, published with gold. We'll exit a son named Joe. Ask Jeff about William. Okay. And we have Vivian's number? Yeah. Oh, okay. Vivian Whitmore. 17025559137. Let's call this banger of a
If
lady.
you're selling something, hang up right now. I got an air horn in my hand that could deafen a dinosaur, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Oh, no, please. I'm not selling anything. Believe me. Is this Vivian Whitmore?
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. You got exactly 5 seconds to state your business.
My name is Nancy Drew. I'm calling from Moon Lake, Pennsylvania. I just wanted to ask you some questions.
Oh, right. The Moon Lake Park Ranger said you might call. But you have to talk fast. An old friend of mine is flying in today from Florida. And when I say old, I mean old, as in 5 years older than I am. Don't bother trying to do the math, sweet stuff. You'll hurt yourself. So, that ranger fella said you found an old picture of me.
With Mickey
With
Malone.
you and Mickey Malone. Do you remember him?
Of course I remember him. I remember everything about that time of my life. It was the roaring 20s, for crying out loud. One of the most exciting decades in American history. Just because I've got a few years on most people doesn't mean my brain's turned to tapioca, sweet stuff.
You just
Did
spend
you
much time
spend
here?
much time at his place on Moon Lake?
Moon Lake. Talk about your fond memories. I had a lot of fun there. Although I wasn't anywhere near as wild as most young people were back then. But I think Mickey kind of respected me for that. I was his gal for 5 years. He always kept birch beer on tap at that speakeasy of his just for me.
Oh, that's sweet.
I found a safe in the cellar there.
You must be talking about the wall safe. That was Willie's. He was a guy who worked for Mickey.
Okay.
Did
They
all
have their own?
Malone's employees have their own safes?
Not hardly. Mickey treated most of his employees like dirt, but not Willie. He honestly liked Willie, trusted him. And when Willie decided he wanted his own safe, Mickey said, "What the hey?" No one knew the combination, not even Mickey. Mostly because Willie was constantly changing it. He was a little
Wise.
paranoid and superstitious. Well, as I recall, he picked the most unlucky number he could think of and used that for the combination. He called it a reverse jinx.
Yeah. Maggie, she's in a room. Yeah, they did look grand. It's like hearing like the stories and like seeing all the news stuff on it. Yeah.
Unlucky number? Like what?
Oh, like the date that something bad happened, like when the stock market crashed, or when somebody died, or the address of a house that caught fire, or the phone number of the police, that sort of thing.
What can you tell me about Malone's speakeasy?
It was in the basement, right there at Moon Lake. Feds never knew about it, but everybody who was anybody on the East Coast back then, actors, musicians, bankers, politicians, they knew. You weren't big time unless you'd made at least one trip to Moon Lake Mickey's.
Maggie, get yourself a guy who buys you liquor. Oh my god, yes! Get you a guy who has your favourite liquor on tap. Honestly, goals. Like, that actually sounds dope. Like, that's a keeper if he's doing that for you.
That's weird. I'm staying in his old house on Moon Lake, and I haven't seen any sign of a speakeasy.
Course you haven't. You're not supposed to. Only Mickey and Willie knew how to get into the speakeasy from the house.
Oh,
The
one
rest
sec.
of us had to go in and out the regular way, through the cemetery.
I'll finish this phone call, then I'll answer your question. One sec.
The cemetery?
There was a lock hidden in one of the tombstones in that little cemetery behind the house. You needed a key to unlock it, and when you did, stairs would appear that led to the speakeasy.
Do you get
Do
to
you
it
have
from the
any
house?
idea how to get into Malone's speakeasy from the house?
I sure don't. That's a saloon was built using two main ingredients, concrete and
Secrecy.
Mickey always bragged that nobody could get in unless he wanted them in, and I do believe he was right. But I'll tell you what, if you send me that picture of me and Mickey, I'll send you my key.
Ooh. You still
The key
have
to
it?
the tombstone? You still have it?
It's in the bottom of my jewelry box. I've come this close to throwing it out 100 times, but it's so small, and the memories it brings back are so big. Well, I just couldn't. As a joke, Mickey had a tombstone made with the name of this federal agent who had it out for him inscribed on it. That's the one the key unlocks.
Well, imagine that. You hate someone so much, you make them a gravestone. Damn. Oh, this one.
William Akers, the guy you call Willie. He wrote about looking for the gold that Malone had supposedly buried on his property at Moon Lake. Do you know anything about that?
The hole in the floor gold heist. Well, I'll be darned.
It's true?
So it's true? He did bury gold on his property?
Truth be told, when Mickey told me he was the one who pulled off that heist and that he'd buried 20 gold bars at Moon Lake, I didn't believe him. I thought he was making it up. See, Mickey and I were on the outs by then. I thought he was just trying to entice me to come back. But if he told Willie the same thing, maybe there's something to the story after all.
Damn. So they'd like broken up and he like said he had like that much gold and she was still like, nah son, I'm good. Like props to her. She was like, nah, I'm done. Keep your gold to yourself, bud. Where could he
Do you
have
have
hidden it?
any idea where he might have hidden it?
Afraid not. Mickey was so secretive that the men who completed his house at Moon Lake were not only forbidden to talk about the work they'd done, but they were ordered to leave the state for good, or else. But you know, I think he mentioned a map. Yes. He said he was making a treasure map in that... the dogs. Something about those dogs of his.
The dogs will lead the way?
He was always saying that. In fact, I'm pretty sure he had it engraved on his tombstone. Think, Viv, think.
You can do
That
it,
he
Viv.
was making a treasure map, and that he was also having paintings done of each dog. He made it sound like one thing had something to do with the other, like he was giving me some big important clue. But I just figured he was playing games, trying to lure me back with mystery and intrigue. I told him to buzz off. Maybe I shouldn't have.
This one.
Did he say what he was going to do with the paintings?
He said he was going to hang them in the speakeasy, and I'm sure that's precisely what he did.
Sorry, my neighbour just got home. Yeah.
Can you remember anything about Malone's dogs that might suggest where he hid the gold?
I stayed away from his dogs. They made me nervous, always jumping around, barking at this or that. The only one I liked was, what was his name? Iggy. I liked Iggy because he was nice and quiet. He just lay on the porch all day and didn't make a peep.
It's been fun talking to you.
I know.
I know, I'm awesome. Hell yeah, we love Vivian. Sorry, Maggie, get yourself a best friend like Vivian. She remembers shit. Hell yeah, she do. Like I know obviously like they need these lines for like exposition and like facts and to give us info, but like when they're able to remember stuff in that much detail, all I can think of is like when you watch like those like court trials and they're able to like pinpoint everything that happened on that day. I'm like, how the hell do you know that? I barely even remember what I had for dinner last Monday, let alone what I did like 12 years ago. Jesus. Well, props to them. Good memories, hell yeah. Yes. Okay. So now we have called the wonderful and the glorious Vivian in all her glory. I'm gonna call it for tonight. I need to get some stuff ready for this weekend, and I still need to go and pick up dinner. I'm being real lazy. I'm just going to the convenience store. That stuff's cheap and tastes good. But, for your question, Maggie, I didn't answer it. You on tomorrow? Yes, I reckon I will finish this game tomorrow. But I do not want to say a time that I am starting. Purely because when I get home from work tomorrow, I'm packing my bags and stuff. And then just grabbing some bits and pieces. So I can't give an exact start time. Because I don't know when that will be. But I will be streaming tomorrow and we will finish off this game. Oh. I'm glitching. Why am I glitching? Okay, we're back. Okay. No, tomorrow? No, I will be streaming tomorrow. I just don't know when I start. It could be 6, 7, or even 8. I'm not sure. It depends whatever time I finish up, I will get right back into the game. I just can't give you a start time. But I will be here. I'll be here. I want to finish. Because I don't really want to disappear for the weekend not having finished this game. Because then I won't be able to do it again until like Monday. So, yeah. So I'll be on tomorrow at some point. Yeah. Oh well. I will save this game before anything else. Otherwise I will forget and then we'll have to do this all again. And I really don't have the time for that. Vivian is goals. Oh, why am I doing that? Yeah. Okay, I will catch you tomorrow. I will see you later. Have a great day and see you Friday. Ah, sorry. Yeah, I'll see you till later, friend. Bye bye, friend. I miss you. Yeah. But only for like what? Less than 24 hours? I'll be back tomorrow. Oh well. Bye bye.